Hello and welcome everyone. My name is Parker Bidiuri, and today I'm going to be showing you an amazing product that I've been working on called VOUscript. In addition, I'm going to be starting this Kickstarter called VOULanguage. Now, what's the difference is that VOULanguage allows you to combine all your .NET DLL files in one location, meaning the library folder, and it will go into the program of VOULanguage, and all you have to do is just export it, and it'll export a compiler .exe. And what you can do is that you can, just like any other programming language, create different program files and then have it compile through the compiler, exporting another executable, which is your actual program. Now, the way that VOUscript works is very similar, but instead of exporting a compiler, you can just have a console play around with your custom script language. You basically put your .NET files into a folder, and then it compiles into a scripting language. It pops up, there's a command line, and you can play around the different commands that you put in your DLL file. Now, these are all cool and all, but I figured I would take it a step further by creating the VOULanguage. I'm going to show a demonstration of the VOUscript in a second, but you can go to the website, which should be in the description on my Kickstarter, to actually download the free version of VOUscript and test it out, play it around. If you like it, make sure to back this project for VOULanguage. Excuse me. And also make sure to share, comment on anything. If you have any suggestions, questions, anything like that, I can definitely answer it for you. And I'll keep you guys updated. And if we reach the 200 marker, I'll definitely be putting it out there. It'll be like $10 or something like that. Unless we get to the second milestone, the $3,500, then I'll just put it out there for free. So thank you for watching this video. If you're watching this from YouTube, make sure to share, comment, and like, but also make sure to back the project. Hello and welcome everyone. My name is Parker Bidiuri, and today I'm going to be showing you an awesome program called VOUscript. Now, just recently, meaning like a couple seconds ago, you just saw me on a couch explaining VOUscript and VOULanguage. Now, VOULanguage is going to be backed up by Kickstarter, and the difference between the two, and of course I'm going to be showing you VOUscript. VOULanguage allows you to export a compiler, a custom-made programming language, based on the .NET libraries you input through the library folder. Now, this library folder is right in the directory of VOULanguage and also VOUscript, but talking about VOULanguage. But with VOULanguage, it'll take the .NET libraries, take their methods, and put it into a programming language. It'll create those as keywords. So when you export the compiler, I'm going to have like a generic IDE. Very, very generic. It'll probably have some settings in it to change the IDE so it's specifically for your custom programming language. But of course, it'll use those different commands through the DLL file and add it in along with some other keywords like the loops, the ifs, the thens, all that stuff. And of course, it'll be in a very high level language. So you can write up your code, have it sync up to the compiler, and create another executable that will just run your program. So with that said, let's get into VOUscript, which is the basically the pre-alpha version of VOULanguage. It allows you to put in the DLL files, put it into the library folder, and you can use it as a scripting language through this console, as you can see. So before I'm going to say anything of that, or at least show you it, I'm going to show you how to download it and how to properly use it. So you have to go to my website, which there's a link in the description, and you need to first of all download the easy guide install. It's a text file called readme_how-to-install.txt. Open it up and it gives you step-by-step how to install and how to download, but I'm just going to verbally say in this video. You go to Bitbucket, goes directly to the downloads page. There is a download repository link. Click on that. Downloads into a .zip. Make sure you have to unzip the whole entire folder, and then search within the folder setup.exe. Now when you double click on setup.exe, you click on install, and then installs the actual program. And therefore you can even go into Cortana or something like that, go into the search bar and type in VOUscript, and there it is. So the tricky part is, and I'm going to fix this bug later on, is that there's a shortcut called VOUscript_library_folder. Now this shortcut goes to the actual folder library where you call the .NET library or DLL files. Now what you have to do is you have to right click, then open file location, which is a little bit different. If you just double click, it'll say you don't have permission to go there, but you have to right click, then open file location. So with that said, here is the actual VOUscript, the console maximized. What we're going to do is we're going to do /help, shows the commands. You got list and exit. Exit actually exits the program, and you got list, which lists all the different methods from .NET. Now there's some pre-programmed methods which I'm probably going to take out because they're really confusing and they're not necessary, but they are added in this version of VOUscript. So just ignore those, and there's only one command that I added. So let's do list, and as you can see right here you have the print console, string console. Now the string console is the argument and print console is the actual command. Now what's really cool is you have, would you want these commands to a text file? Now I'm not really for sure if you can see this or not, since I'm using Windows recording tools through like Xbox One or something like that, but when you type in yes, it goes to a notepad showing all the different commands as you see on here. So you can like copy and paste it or something like that. Easy way to manage the documentation. So I could type and enter a few times just to kind of like add in some space. And let's try out our command. Now I'm going to enter in an error or incorrectly. Let's just say instead of doing this, I put a 9 there. And as you can see, the actual scripting language will say, hey, something's really funky with your syntax. There's no such command here. So what you can do is, of course, look at it, type it in correctly, and it performs the function just right. Now, print console is literally just in C# a function, or a method I meant, that literally does console.writeLine, and then the argument, which is console itself as a string. So that's the basic understanding of VOUscript, a basic demonstration also. Now, when you think about it, you can have like hundreds. Let's just say you have 100 libraries and 1,000 methods per library. That's 100,000 different methods that you could put in the scripting language. And even better, with the VouLanguage, have your own custom programming language. Now, there are some actual pictures on the website where the download is, which of course, again, is the link in the description. That actually shows the code that is done for a print console. Now you got the namespace, the class, and everything, and you got the method itself. Just export as a DLL file, and then just plug it in through that shortcut on the desktop for a library folder, and you're perfectly fine. You're on your way to creating your own scripting language with VOUscript. And of course, if we hit that $200 marker for VouLanguage, I'll be converting this into exporting a compiler. Of course, I've been saying that like 3 times now, so what I'm basically going to say is make sure to tell your friends, make sure to back up the project, even if it's just $1, that'd be great. And also make sure to check out my social media on my website. For Facebook, do Pad Robotics Incorporated for the actual Facebook page. And also share the website page also if you want. And thank you for backing us up. See you later.